is a lie. Just because they write it down and call it history doesn't make it the truth. We live in a world where seeing is not believing. Where only a few know what really happened.
Ready when you are.
We live in a world where everything you know is wrong.
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. This is Maze once again, and welcome to the 7th episode of my series, Call of Duty Throwback. Now, I want to admit, I posted a poll on Twitter, and I was not expecting to see the results that I saw. And with overwhelming support, you guys wanted me to bring back this series that has been a staple of my channel for years, and it's been 3 years since I've actually gotten a chance to make a new episode in this series, and I was just very humbled by the support to bring it back, and I cannot wait to delve deeper into what made Call of Duty Black Ops such a great game back in 2010. Now, for those of you who don't know about Call of Duty Black Ops, it was released on November 9th, 2010, and it was a Treyarch title that was highly anticipated by a lot of players that had been playing the Call of Duty franchise for quite some time. And what made it very interesting was that the last Treyarch title that we saw, it was in the World War II era, and it was loved by many, and people wanted to see what Treyarch could bring to the table to further their storytelling in the Call of Duty franchise. And when it was announced that Treyarch was going to be developing a game that was going to be delving into the Vietnam War era, it really was an exciting bit of news for a lot of Call of Duty fans. And I was one of those that was just super excited to see a little bit more of a modern take on what Treyarch was making in the Call of Duty franchise, and it was really exciting. It was one of those that was very innovative for its time, because it was a first for a lot of things in the Call of Duty franchise, and one of those things was the level of customization that was available in the game. The first thing that really jumped out to me when I first took this game out for a spin was the customization in your loadouts. Not only could you customize the camo in your weapons, you could also customize the reticle color, and even down to the lens that you wanted to have on those reticles. It was fantastic to see for the first time that you could do that. Of course, the pro variants of perks were brought back, as of course they were introduced in Modern Warfare 2 for the first time, but Treyarch added a nice twist to it by balancing perks in a different way, and of course making it so that your character was very unique in the game. And what made them unique, obviously, was the ability to change face paints, unlock things of that sort to further customize your character. And of course all of this was made possible by the currency system that was introduced in Call of Duty Black Ops, and it was a fantastic way to add replay value to multiplayer, and of course add that customization that so many Call of Duty players were asking for for years in the Call of Duty franchise. Another thing that was introduced was also the player card in Black Ops, which enabled you to not only edit your player card with cool backgrounds, but also edit your clan tag color, and of course have access to the emblem editor that you just saw not too long ago there. And of course it also gave you access to the combat record, which was way more advanced than we had ever seen before. It had all the breakdowns that every player wanted to know, down to your playtime, your win-loss ratio, your kill-death ratio, and of course your most used weapons, along with all of the statistics that came with those weapons. And trust me when I say that this added so much to the Call of Duty multiplayer experience, because it gave you something to work for. And not only that, you could also see your progress with all of your favorite weapons in the game. It was just something so unique, and it really made Call of Duty Black Ops even more fun and competitive to play, even if you were not a competitive Call of Duty player at the time. Now, another interesting part of history for Call of Duty Black Ops was that the score streaks that were added to the lineup were not only customizable, but they were also user controlled and were very immersive for their time. And you can see that the chopper gunner that I'm using here allowed you to control a gunner from a Huey, which was super exciting. If you're a history buff and you love to learn about, you know, the technology for this era, then you would definitely appreciate how immersive it was to play as a gunner in a Huey helicopter, you know, from the late 1960s. So very exciting stuff as far as the score streaks were concerned, but just the gameplay itself was very fluid and very exciting. The only downside to this title was the fact that it had some issues with server lag and peer-to-peer hosting, and it caused some issues where there were some really aggressive lag spikes throughout the multiplayer. But the good thing about it was that Treyarch brought back the host migration that was introduced in Modern Warfare 2, and so it really helped the franchise to continue to try to build on getting the best user experience for the players that were playing Call of Duty at the time. So on top of it being super fun to play, it was also very innovative, and it was very fast-paced as well for its time. Obviously, Modern Warfare 2 was known for you know, very quick gameplay, and it was very exciting to play that game. And of course, Black Ops was not going to disappoint in that regard either. It made it so that the gun-on-gun gameplay was very fluid, very fun, and it also added to some innovations when it came to the movement as well. Not only was there the traditional sprint in this, but Treyarch made it a point to kind of nerf drop-shotting and really add a gameplay mechanic that was very iconic for its time, and that was the dolphin dive, which enabled you to avoid enemy fire by holding down the crouch button and enabling you to enter into an animation where you would dive in and out of cover. And that was so exciting. I remember the first time this game was revealed in the trailer, you saw that revealed as well in the trailer, and for those that had a keen eye and were analyzing and breaking down trailers at the time, you could see that that animation was added in, and it really added to the hype of this game. So it was just super exciting to see how many things were brought to the table back in 2010 for Call of Duty Black Ops. And obviously it started the modern era of the Black Ops franchise that we know and love and play to this date now in Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2 and of course 3, which is the newest iteration of the Call of Duty franchise. But guys, I could talk about Black Ops 1 for days, but I wanted to basically briefly go into what made Call of Duty Black Ops so good for its time. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave me some feedback in the comment section below. Also, make sure to follow me on Twitter so you can vote for future polls on videos that will be coming out on my channel.